space here. Funny things were happening around the energies, and the not enough card somehow flew out of my deck and was underneath my chair. I literally almost destroyed that card there with my roller chair. But Twin Flames also was peeking up at me, and I'm hearing for some of you all, these might be themes, dualities that are present in your life right now, in places where you may have grown quite a great deal over this past cycle. And I'm speaking most specifically since we've been seeing the dance of Pluto and Saturn and Capricorn that had taken their retrograde cycle, um, for us to do these assessments. And for some of us, this has been soul journeys experienced through the eyes of others. Partnerships have been huge with this for many of you all, and being that this is the quote unquote holidays, here's the 411 about where we may have had to draw a line somewhere and really teach ourselves when enough is enough, and learning where we can actually give ourselves some grace for being more than enough. I've been seeing a number of people talking about divine masculine and divine feminine, um, especially over the recent months. It's really been gaining in popularity as many people are looking forward to what 2020 actually might be in a more personal way, and that we may see clearly in these things where we've had to reconcile, where something might not have been enough, especially with regard to give and take in relationships. So, frustrations in relationships is right there at the top of that card. Lack of confidence, self sabotage, fear, ego issues, jealousy. And Twin Flame says here yin yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complementing each other. And I'm really interested to see where these themes show up for those of you that might be here looking for insight into relationships. And I will just encourage you to remember that no matter what type of dogma or belief systems others might give to you about what a twin flame or a soulmate experience is, that first relationship of importance and priority is the one with yourself. So if you're here feeling like that not enough stuff is kind of a glare in the face, let's take a look at where it is that you actually are holding the space for it to be plenty, because that's actually where you can see more clearly what's actually here that you have developed in that not enough space, and where hopefully we can see some positive gains forward with regard to self-development and calling in more of a divine counterpart. Because I will say, twin flame information often is highly karmic in nature, with one person running after the other, or somebody running away, and who's supposed to chase, and whose turn is it, and how do we bring these things into balance, and kind of just igniting one another's energy, and in some cases finding yourself in a narcissistic style abusive relationship where somebody is gassing your energy. And so if you've been through that, these cards might just be reminding you that enough is enough, and that hereforth you've learned a new mechanism to even gauge your own essential energy, and learning to hold that for yourself and feeling substantial in that is one really amazing way to call forward more of a soul match or a divine counterpart, somebody who can resonate at that same vibrational frequency and quality as you. Hey, air tribes. So, I've been clearing the spaces, and with my Queen of the Moon Oracle deck, number 42 might be relevant to some of you all right now, but the Lunar God card showed up, the masculine. So, for some of you all, this is going to be one of the themes going along with these readings. I'll be back if there are some other group pop-outs. Alright, air tribes. Another pop-out for you all. Visionary. Just leapt out. I'm going to read it here. Light attributes. Capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. Willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. Shadow attributes, selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like GTHO, get the hell out with that. And that's kind of some of you all right there, just knowing that you have galvanized the situation and that certain things can't convolute or intercept your vision. Know that this has been prayed for and protected, and you are being divinely guided, air tribes. 2020 is a time for us to see clearly that which can never be obfuscated from those of us that have adopted a willingness to operate from the inner state. All right. Greetings. What's up, air tribes? How you doing? Just wanted to share some of the shared messages that came up while I was shuffling for all of you. That's Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. So I'm kind of getting a time period, first of all, that I want to speak about for, I would say, the more senior tribes being Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, that are really the end of the zodiac, in my opinion. I don't really see the end of the year before 2020 is the actual new year. I think there are some political and ideological and philosophical debates that could go on for a period of time about why. I'll just say that I find that the actual inception of energy happens strong when we step into what is known as Aries. And so anyway, the end of the cycle, the colder months, at least here in the West, Capricorn through Pisces, or like a time frame that are showing up right now, is especially relevant for those of you that are catching this reading right now. And so I'm hearing that whatever might be happening at the quote-unquote end of the Gregorian calendar year, it's sort of like your preemptive witness on what is actually going to be ending to have a new beginning come end of Pisces, right before we step into Aries in 2020, when we are able to see things more clearly. And so I'm feeling that for some of you all, this is like an evaluation period, and I'm hearing for some of you all, this is either about your wedding or, in some cases, someone's union. Some of you are stepping into a relationship, partnership that is going to be union, sacred, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. Wonderful. I really loved that. There were other heart messages that were coming up around this for all three of you, and this energy here, focus, number 14. Let's see, what does that say? Waxing Gibbous 5, focus. This is a card showing up for all of you all, the real highlight on what you're calling in, your divine resonance, the third eye, if you will, that has been illuminated in many of you, where it's like this butterfly effect that's occurring, and it's kind of like, if you've ever noticed water and air, this thing that, did we really separate it? This bomb that we need to drink and breathe, and if we get that confused, could cost us our life, but we need it for our lives desperately, dearly. Wow, what is this birth that's happening in the book of 14, which might be a 7-7, the parting of water, that we might see more clearly in defining what this might mean to some of you all. It's not what I'm going to do right now, but I will tell you that the other message that was showing up here, looking up at me, is this wisdom card here, number 22, and I'm hearing about the 11-11, 21-12 axis point for the 22 ascension, rising of what was taught as a direct transmission and healing for what would then be passed on. So we're talking about the beacons of light opening up in a very specific kind of communication that, for lack of a better way to put it, it's like being trained in sonar. And so a lot of you all have this electrifying ability already, whether or not you realize it, and it's just starting to tingle, and it's starting to permeate. And right now, between now and the end of Pisces season, this sense of what you can understand, and I'll say even beyond belief, just what you can actually sense and perceive and call into the third density realm, from the 5G or the 5D into density, into halo, is really what's proving what our 2020 view is in one strong inception. And so I'm hearing for some of you all, you just need to know, especially if you're feeling compelled, you might be feeling very, very passionate right now. Athletes showed up for all y'all. This one says, light attributes, dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower and strength of spirit. Shadow attributes states, misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends, false sense of invulnerability and entitlement. And hearing for some of y'all, watch how you are feeling driven, because you could be beyond the point for different reasons. This could be Capricorn season here. That is the devil showing up at the tarot of sexual magic. That is a bit of a graphic card. Ooh. And this was just sticking out on the bottom. This Two of Pentacles. I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like you might have somebody that's been like lurking around you, secret admirer. I'm hearing somebody might have like a spell or an enchantment on you and you don't realize it. And there could be some attachments, let's just say, when the devil shows up. So very interesting. You might want to check the Capricorn messages too, in case you're dealing with a Capricorn as well, or a Pisces, because Pisces did show up here as well for all y'all. But like I said, I'm getting more of an indication of this being a time period, if you will, for us to grade for ourselves where we draw the line, what we know in our sage mind, our sage wisdom that is coming to an end before we transmute energies, and what it is to take that focus sort of as a death card, as a point of transcendence. It's after the 13 too, so that butterfly being here is a very special effect. And I'm going to read to you what the shared card of Have Confidence is. Air tribes, because this one's great. Archangel Michael. My prayer. Archangel Michael, please lend me your courage and fortitude. Help me realize that I am one with all that is divine. Wisdom, strength, love, creativity, abundance, and health. Allow me to feel confident and peaceful about myself in all ways. And just hearing, you might not realize you have somebody that's around you that has your back. And for some of you all, it's going to be like something that developed while you were like in your private halo space that is like a mirror resonance for you. And so I'm just seeing it coming together, and that's what this athlete is all about. And then for some of you all, just watch where things are testing your energy, because you might be dealing with compulsions right now, and in some cases it's like very strong attractions, people that might even have addictive personalities. So make sure you use your best discernment with all things. But I'm hearing for some of y'all, if it's like a relationship season or like preparing for that, I'm hearing like some of y'all start getting in shape. This is a great time to do it. Take some steps and initiatives forward. I'm hearing somewhere between like 2 weeks to less than a month can be really, really pivotal for some of you all, especially if you're taking a distance move with long distance communications or distance relationships and partnerships of different kinds. All right, hope that was helpful. I'll catch you on the inside of your reading. Hey Libra, great to have you here. Thank you for being here. Let's take a look at your cards. I've already Alright, so I'm going to start with this archetype card. Most likely will give us an idea what kind of stuff you've been growing through this year. Specifically, the cycle where Pluto and Capricorn Saturn have been doing their thingy in Capricorn. So let's see what's going on here, Libra. Ooh, damsel. So, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest? Light attribute states, understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. Shadow attribute states, waiting for a knight to provide for you. Seduction by romantic illusion. Wow. Some of you are definitely having romantic context to whatever is going on. That's kind of Libran anyway, though. You're ruled by Venus, darling. So, this is many of you here. And I'm hearing just, it's good for you to know that it's your spotlight, and there's some healing here for you. And the damsel in distress kind of vibe gets a bad vibe a lot of times with people, but there's something to the dynamic, especially the power play. Sometimes in a romance, it can be fun to add some context and some texture. I'm hearing for some of you all, that could be what this is, especially, holiday season. Can really bring it out for a lot of you. And I'm hearing for some of y'all too, even if you're feeling single right now, I'm just hearing it's like, do something different, You don't have to be wearing all that red and green and everything. So I'm hearing wearing things that are like yellow and pink and maybe green and stuff, something a little bit different. It's really just going to highlight you a little different there. Yeah, go with that, Libra. If you like, that's if that's for you, you're going to know. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to flip your Queen of the Moon Oracle card. See what we've got here for you. Change. Wow. So, first of all, I will just say I absolutely adore this card. And, maybe forget what I said about not wearing red, because whatever she's wearing is working, baby. That's hot. This is a very serious energy for some of you. 35 is going to be a big deal number right now. You might be dealing with different things numerologically. That's also an 8 for me. But that's this thunder moon and change. And I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like whatever it is that was so black and white before is like, seriously, hey, what's black and white and red all over? Maybe you, baby. Whatever it is that you are doing right now, though, I'm hearing that the change is just, it's going to be very uplifting. It's like some wind beneath her wings sort of energy going on here. And it's electric. I'm hearing some of you don't even realize how many like fans you might have, especially if you've been feeling like you've either been your own worst critic, but in some cases have also had to be like your number one support fan, you know, because like this person here, you look at her, she's holding that mirror up or that frame over herself, you know, so it's like she's having to kind of inspire herself, you see. I'm hearing whatever it is though, it's casting a different light on you than maybe you even realize. Maybe you've gotten kind of like used to seeing yourself that way. I'm hearing it's good for you to realize, you know, a good healthy balance between this though, because it's like, you know, knowing when to put that aside and to just step into your own change. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, this has just been like a growth cycle. I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's been like 5 to 8 years. But how much you've actually changed, where it's like looking at two different people, really. Make sure you're not selling yourself short here, too, I'm hearing. Because some things just aren't worth the effort anymore, Libra. And maybe that's what this thunder is, around this electric energy that you're carrying. Or that's really trying to kind of dance with you, is really what it looks like. Let's see who you might be dealing with. So I'm hearing this might be who the healing party is, or what it's surrounding. This is our Black Moon Astrology card. We've got, well, look at that, Libra. This happened with Gemini, too. You both got your own cards, so I don't know what's up with that, but it's a 19, and that says I balance, so it's possible that you're dealing with other Libra energy. I'm hearing if that's the case, it's like serious romance, but like I'm hearing like attachment issues a little bit. I'm hearing that might be kind of what's bringing up this damsel energy, or like this distressed kind of energy. It's like, oh my god, as soon as we do this, you know, point of no return sort of thing. So I'm seeing like if you've had like this like touch and go thing with this person, it's been a series of learn after learn after learn, and they're telling me it's kind of like how you like peel layers of an onion, but they're saying it's like you guys are really like almost synced up is the thing. Let's see what Archangel Michael has to share with us here. I'll get you another view. Okay, so this card says, hi. It says, you're on the right path. Alright, I like this. Whoever it is that's on the path with you there is super enlightened. If this is a romance, I'm hearing there might be like a little bit of like an age difference is what I'm hearing, like a significant perhaps age difference, but I'm hearing it's like it's really not though in a way, because of like things that you were accelerated in or that they were accelerated in that the other person wasn't, and it's like you play catch up with each other really well is what I'm hearing. Here's what the prayer says. Archangel Michael, I call upon you now. Thank you for giving me loud and clear guidance that I easily understand. Thank you for motivating me and filling me with the courage and confidence to make helpful life changes. And so, that's somebody that I'm hearing for some of y'all would love to hold you by the hand. And if this is like a long distance thing, I don't know, I was like hearing about some kind of government job or work or something, and this might be like the father of the child, and It's like, I just hear it's like, you guys might be going through something legal right now. I'm hearing, like, if you're friends, and it's like he always just wants to hold the kid's hand and everything, and it's difficult, but I'm hearing there's, like, some kind of, something's gonna change here. And they keep showing me it's like something that's over their head. It's like, I don't know if they had a gag on them, or I don't know, I'm like getting really weird itches, like something was being taken away and they couldn't talk about it. And you're gonna know if that's for you or not. Praying for your family. Because I know what that's like to, my father had done intelligence work and real nice gifts that get sent forward to the kids, you know? Anyway, whatever it is, I'm hearing they're gonna lift it, so oof. For some of you all, that's what this change is. I'm like just feeling like you couldn't find an advocate. I'm hearing for some of you all, but wow. I'm hearing whatever it is that you have been figuring out how to do, it's like, especially if you can talk about it, this is going to be really helpful, because that's like the kind of change that some people would not know how to even arrive at a process to take them through. And some of you know, if this is you, Libra, especially if you're a writer or something, please just know that whatever you've been doing, it's guided. You're on the right path, okay? All right? I'm going to go ahead and, you know, some of you are here because you're really interested in finding out WTH. I love get a little closer view here with the board. And these two cards are going to tell us some more, all right? This is the Tarot of Sexual Magic, Libra. Oh my goodness. I should look at that. That is the Five of Pentacles, and that is unlike any Five of Pentacles I've seen anywhere else. This couple is definitely in love. That is a romance. I'm hearing maybe Taurus too. It's like 5, you know, sometimes it's May, and also very Venusian energy like you, Libra. I'm hearing for some of you all, this is like something you couldn't have seen coming, especially if you've been hung up on something. Like, I'm hearing there might have been a really good reason why you were. I don't mean it, I'm not saying it lightly, like, oh, you've been hung up, you know. But you've been hung up on something, in some case. It might have been for the right reason. Especially if you've been holding your standard high, because I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like, just being told, oh, your standards are too high, or, you know, you can just make things happen, and go do that, and go do that. It's really easy for people to tell you that, you know, especially when they don't have your standards, and so, right? Anyway, I'm hearing that for some of y'all, this might be like a 3 to 5 month process here that's showing up, and so you're gonna have to be able to see this yourself, because for some of you all, this is the change that you need to take you from this damsel thing, where better sense of awareness, more into your radiance, where this change is happening, and whatever it is that you've been attracting in here, because there are suitors that are attracting different situations into your life, whether or not it's romantic. It's like suitors of different kinds. This could be creative projects for certain, because this is just electric energy here. This could be like lightning ideas. These are things that you are harnessing, whether or not you realize it yet. There's a certain kind of partnership that's been growing here. And I'm hearing for some of you, especially if you are looking for a better time romantically, if it's not already happening, I'm hearing like 5 months. This is like around May. What kind of situation is here before you, now that you may see more clearly? Please know what you're attracting. in your I balance act here, and that you're on the right path. And for others, if this is like something going on in your relationship here, watch the power plays a little bit. If it's not like electrifying your mojo together, it might be the wrong dynamic. But for others of you, I mean, that might actually be what's working here. It's kind of like this really romantic vibe that I'm picking up for those of you who have somebody that you can hold in your arms. That's an amazing situation right there. And for those of you that are looking for a different change, it's like just knowing that this is what is being elicited. And I think what the 2020 is actually about, that we can see more clearly. Let's get another card here. We've got our Love Oracle card. It might give us an idea what's been going on here, especially if you've had a change in relationship status or heart. Because Girl with a Snake is what's showing up here. I'm hearing, wow, careful with this one, because empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. So, it kind of sounds like a power play here, and oops, wow, kind of flew out of my hand there. I'm hearing for some of you all, that might be what's changing here, especially if it left you without. Because I'm hearing it's like somebody might have like treated you like, here, keep the change, you filthy animal, and maybe kind of left you high and dry, especially if it was like, I'm hearing like 5 years ago. And that's not what this Five of Pentacles looks like here, because this one here doesn't look like a poverty card. This is a romance card here. Wow. But usually that's like a card of like financial burdens. And so here I'm just seeing like a different kind of change associated with that. And like where your attitudes might have created a different sort of balance. But just keep in mind that there are certain boundaries that are going to help you feel more contained in whatever it is that you're doing, especially if it's like all of that, because some of you are working extra right now. If it's not like some kind of odd hour thing that you're doing, or like moonlighting, sometimes I see this when people are like moonlighting or picking up an extra hobby or skill, or trying to monetize a talent, doing a side hustle to further something along. And there's a lot of this electric energy here, and I'm hearing just, make sure you're keeping in check with your boundaries here, your emotional boundaries. And don't be surprised if whatever you're doing, especially if it's like something new regarding money or like sharing your talents in some kind of way, if you meet somebody interesting there, if you're a single person, even especially if you didn't think you were looking. That's the thing. I'm hearing they might be a charmer. Okay, let's see what we can find out about that Five of Pentacles with La Sibilla Italiana. Libra, what do we got for you? What does my Libra need to know? Alright, Libra. We've got the Belvedere. So, that's somebody looking in. Trying to get a better zoom on something. Okay. The Fair View. Sometimes it doesn't realize that something's looking back at them, too. La Lettera. That is communication. Sometimes coming in from a distance. And, Inemico. And somebody with their hand on a snake again. And look at this. We had girl with her hand on a snake. And then we got this Inemico. I'm hearing that some of you all, especially if you have a legal situation going on, wow. Especially if you feel like something was taken, like from your business, or seeing a moray here. On your back was turned. Some of y'all might be, recovering from a infidelity situation that might have left you broke. I'm hearing it might have left you nearly penniless. I'm hearing, like, for some of y'all, it's like weird message coming from the past, but I'm hearing for somebody else, it's like your private investigator, proving what happened and what that looks like and what the snake might actually be, and confirming photographs of something you might have found on somebody's phone. Be careful what kind of information people have on you too, especially if you're somebody that's working with a lot of like green screen technology and not really paying attention to what some of these third-party arrangements are that get made by large companies that know how to sell your data different ways. So I'm hearing, some things got caught, some things got seen, and for some of y'all, this is a big lawsuit here. I'm hearing it's like big, 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 and this is like a death card here. I'm hearing it's like, especially if somebody got witnessed in a preemptive sense, or like in some kind of like a death film. It's like the payout on this, it's huge, especially if somebody was tied up in some weird like damsel in distress situation. I've been reading about weird psyop stuff with people being sold in snuff films for things that they're dubbing with AI, Dubai, things that actually we can prove at 0 point. Now I'm hearing, look, nothing's gonna be hidden anymore, you all, especially if somebody thinks that they were spying and that it wasn't seen. That's a real error. I'm hearing for some of y'all too, it's like, don't be surprised if somebody wants to come creeping back, especially if they realize that you have like a secret admirer, because for some of y'all, you're looking really good right now. Whatever you've been doing has been setting you up differently, and it's like this electrifying energy, and you might not even realize. I mean, show me all these birds here. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, a lot of communication opportunities that are here. I'm hearing for some of y'all, make sure, especially if you get a sense about somebody, especially if you had a hunch about somebody before and you had to deal with some of these snaky people, because I'm hearing that you might have a good sense about who you can and cannot trust. And if you are interested in getting more information like that, I can pull up some crazy stuff with people's date of birth and just very little information. We have a very unique way that we can do like forensic style reading. If you're looking for something like that, take a look at my information below and hit me up for a private personal reading. I'd love to do that for you. And if not, I'd love to just hear what's going on here. Let me know if this resonates for you at all, Libra. And know that whatever's going on, you are on the right path and you are protected. And it's like there's an angel right there helping to guide you along this process. So keep staying in your flow and your highest witness of what you know is in the moral good safety arena for everybody that's mutually involved, and everybody's okay that way. All right, hey, appreciate your thumbs up if you like the reading. Definitely share it with somebody you think that could help. And if I don't hear from you, hey, take care. Enjoy your holiday, whatever it is that you do. And I will catch you again soon. We're back for another one. Okay, Libra? Bye for now.